I would like to highlight two items in our meeting agenda today, and it's a really filled meeting agenda. Items 7B, 7C, and 8A provide you and the public details about our proposed 2019 budget and the programs and projects we propose to fund. The port historically has had an impact on the communities and economy of the region. The capital and operating budget that we present today will most certainly have a positive impact as we carry out programs and make investments that will improve regional productivity and innovation, community and environmental health, regional transportation, customer security and safety, and increased financial sustainability. That's a long list, but as you well certainly know, it's not an inclusive list of the positive impacts of the port on King County, the region, and the state. And I look forward to your discussion and feedback on those items. Item 9A will inform you and the public about the state legislative priorities and issues that the port will engage on during the upcoming legislative session. You'll recognize that the priorities connect directly to our triple bottom line. I'm also pleased to highlight a number of additional topics for your awareness about going on around the port. Last week, the port held two events recognizing internal and external leadership in diversity and inclusion. The annual Champions of Diversity Breakfast recognizes port employees nominated by their colleagues who go above and beyond their jobs to promote and achieve diversity, inclusion, and equity at the port and in their community. We were honored this year to have Mr. Charles Blood, the namesake of the award, attend and provide some words of inspiration. This year's winner, nominated again by his colleagues, is Efrain Lopez. And I have to tell you that the breadth of Efrain's work at the port was really humbling and is mind-boggling to take it, and actually inspired me more just listening to how much he puts into not only diversity and inclusion at work, but in his community of Tacoma. It really was inspirational. The second event was the 9th Annual Champion of Inclusion in Business Reception. This honoring our external partners. Co-sponsors Sound Transit and the State Department of Transportation recognize prime contractors who go above and beyond to support small businesses and women minority-owned businesses across the region. Nearly 250 attended this event. The port selected Walsh Construction for its outstanding commitment to increasing the use of small minority businesses in port contracting work on the Airport Concourse D project. Speaking of inclusion, Madam President, you were mentioning Veterans Day. It's really stretched out to a week, which I have no problem with that, with celebrating veterans for an entire week. In this week, this Wednesday, we do our part at the port, and we celebrate Veterans Day and the port's 22nd class of Veteran Fellows. This was set up by one of my predecessors, Tei Yoshitani, 10 years ago. This program has helped veterans transition to civilian work environment and careers after leaving the military. Of our veterans, we have found 85% have found permanent employment with 6 months of completing our Veterans Fellows program. And today, the port has over 178 veterans, which represents roughly 9% of our workforce, above average for the average workforce in the nation. Switching to sustainability, in late October, as part of our ongoing efforts to improve the health of Puget Sound, our maritime environmental staff installed 175 bags of seeded oyster shells at Smith Cove near Magnolia. Oysters act as filter feeders which remove pollution from the ocean. This is a part of our Smith Cove Blue Carbon Project to improve 25 acres of habitat to trap carbon in the environment, reduce ocean acidification, and improve water quality. I'd like to thank Commissioner Felleman for his strong support in bringing attention to this project and to this issue. Also, the World Trade Center, founded by the Port of Seattle 20 years ago, celebrated its anniversary. The center is a gathering place for regional businesses and nonprofit leaders to connect and collaborate with the common goal of enhancing business and opportunity and also the quality of life in the Pacific Northwest. We're proud of the services and the customer service provided by Columbia Hospitality at the World Trade Center. And finally, in addition, the Bell Harbor International Conference Center, a visionary investment by the port 20 years ago and also managed by Columbia Hospitality, was voted Best Convention/Conference Center in Washington for 2018 by Northwest Meetings and Event Magazine, winning over some very impressive competition. Voters, of course, mentioned Bell Harbor's stunning location, and however, they noted the Bell Harbor staff, the great customer service they provide, and the event management there. Commissioners, this concludes my report.
Thank you.